We have started as an like a multi-use streaming app. So what the key idea is, during the our COVID-19 or lockdown period, so lot of people use Zoom and other Teams applications for all the purpose, like for connecting to the online class or connecting to meetings, or so for other business like marriages, all those things, they use the Zoom app or Teams, like any other streaming apps. So what we are thinking is to separate all those things. Like for example, for a case, in a college students are joining in the online class. So if a class is work for 1 hour, so if the students are coming, so joining in the class, and they just live in the middle of the class, so it is very difficult to handle by the host or a lecturer to handle this, who are all going out in the middle, or so how to track them, so how to give the exact attendance to them. So these loopholes, loopholes are used by the students, and they are and these kind of loopholes are fixed by this by our solutions. So our first solution is, so what is our solution is, so whenever a student joining into the meeting or some other thing, so we have we put an entry in our DynamoDB. So this user is joined this at this time, and we also have the end time. So at the time we left the meeting. So if it's coming at the again, so we also have the again entry. So it's easy to handle by to see the host whenever the user left and joined at the meeting. So it will be a great uh, uh, for the teachers or so lecturer to handle this. So who all get solutions? So for relearning host, so for like classes, or like private institutes learning institutes, for those, they it will be very helpful. So how we are implementing this? So we have hosted the and video server in the EC2 instance. So for front end, we are using React.js. Uh, so uh, so we are using AWS Lambda and API Gateway. So using API Gateway, so we are just putting an entry to the AWS Lambda function, the MongoDB. So whenever user join into the meeting, so we will put the entry. This user has joined into this meeting, all those stuff. So these are the models. So users, meetings, and classroom. So for first the users. So whenever we log in, create an account to the application, we have an user ID and email ID and username. So
Sorry,
whenever
we will have to pass now for the questions and answers. If the judges so decide, we can continue with his presentation.
I'd like to yield at least my time to see the demo. I think
Yes,
that's one of the big things
actually,
we're missing.
demo is
Continue.
something like we are broke with that something, so we are working in that. So main feature has been broken. So the last minute we have done, so that we kept the so we reverted all the code. So so the key thing is uh, so initially we have create classroom, join meeting, or new meeting. So join meeting and new meeting similar to the Google feature which we have. So create classroom something like the user has so access to they can like add the users there, and join the meeting as well. So at the last minute we are stuck with an issue, and we can't able to proceed with that thing. So but we are working on that now.
Any other questions? We have 1 minute.
And
I mean,
yeah.
apart from the school usage, I mean, is there any other commercial usage you can imagine for this?
uh, so like commercial usages, nowadays a lot of people are so studying in the online classes. Many or they are so for example, few people will go for a particular subject, right? So for the small people it will be useful. Or like if I'm a max teacher, so I'm going to teach for a circle, which in my circle, I can this application will be very useful within my streets also. Like so, if I have 10 members or 20 members of students there, so I can able to give them in a very cost in a low cost, so that they can add a whiteboard, all those stuff features in that, and they can also have whenever the students will go out, they have as a proper statement which we
Thank
can
you.
email to.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.